Hi everyone, I'm Christy Forsyth with Clarity by Christy. I am a soul therapist and an intuitive that connects with the angelic energy, and I help the helpers, the healers, and the light bringers of this world to live their most magical life. So if that's you, make sure you hit the subscribe button below if you're watching on my YouTube channel. Make sure you comment below if you're watching live or on the replay on my Facebook video. So we are filming this a little bit early today. I had a little extra time in the middle of my day, so we're filming this a little bit early. So we're going to dive into this week's energy, what we have going on in the collective energy, what you guys are going to feel, and what messages the angels have for you for how we can best navigate this week, how we can all best get through all of this energy that we're experiencing this week. So we're going to talk first just this is that last week of Mercury Retrograde, and this has been a challenging one. I mean, do I always say that? Probably. I always go into Mercury Retrograde thinking, having the best of intentions and expecting that that's going to work out really, really well. And I think that's always good to set those intentions, right? But usually by the end, we're a little tired. This is some deep, deep work that Mercury Retrograde really forces us to do. It's that shadow work. It's that taking a look at things that maybe the rest of the year we get too busy or too caught up in other things to pay attention to. So you may find yourself really doing this shadow work right now. And hopefully right about now, I do feel like some of the intensity of the energy has settled around all of those eclipses and the things that we had going on. But hopefully you're starting to connect with a little bit more clarity. And this last week, I think it's really important that we're focusing on what is it that you have been shown through this period of time? What is it that you're learning about yourself? What is it that you're learning about your life? What is it that you're learning about what it is that you want? I've been focusing on this theme for the past several readings that I've been doing, where there's very much this theme of asking ourselves, what do I really want? And I do feel like there is a light that is being shown on certain situations, relationships, circumstances in our life where we are recognizing that while this may have at one time been what we wanted, we are recognizing that this is no longer serving us, or that this is no longer aligned with what it is that we want, because those things change, those things shift, right? And it is important for us to be aware of that, because I think we can get so caught up in the routine or the way that we've always been doing things that we sometimes don't recognize until we become uncomfortable what it is that we're really wanting, and when we need to shift, and when we need to change, and when we need to be allowing ourselves to grow. So notice what you're being shown, notice what's coming up for you, because I think that this is incredibly key. There's so much that we're being guided to in terms of our divine life purpose, in terms of us living our most purposeful life, in terms of us just doing the best work that we possibly can be doing here on earth. So you want to make sure that you are letting yourself take a little time and space to explore those questions and to explore what you have going on. There's a real uncovering that's happening here. I also feel like very strongly that the message this week, and this has been a theme again over and over and over again, but this is big this week. This is such an important time for us to relinquish control, okay? Where do you have control issues with the universe? We have, it's okay to want things. In fact, our desires help us to show what it is that we want to manifest. But the problem is when that steps into trying to control it, trying to tell God, the universe, whatever you want to call that, what to do. Because the problem is that we're always doing that from more of a place of ego than God ever would, right? God doesn't come from a place of ego and has the big picture. And so we really have to be mindful about the ways that we're trying to control things in our life, and the ways that we're trying specifically to control outcomes, the ways that we're being too attached to outcomes, because this is really going to create a lot of problems for us in this week. I've been going through this period, for the past year or so of just a lot of shifting and a lot of changing. And for those of you that know me know, like I like my routine, I like my structure. I'm a Taurus. I don't like change, even when it's time. And I'm always trying to force myself to change and grow and shift, but I don't always like it. So I've just had so much happening and so much shifting, and I catch myself really trying to fight that, really trying to try to call back in things that are naturally being cleared out of my life. And it's, I get the message over and over and over again that it's time to let go. It's time to relinquish that. It's time to trust that there is a bigger picture here. So I'm right here with you guys in terms of what is going on here. But I've learned that I really can't hang on to this stuff, even if it's this vision that I have for myself with a death grip, because I'm not creating that space to allow for God to step in and show me maybe a better way or another path. Because again, we're viewing this from such a small place, and God is viewing this from such a big place, and we have to trust that. So I want you to notice where you're trying to control things. And I do feel like I need to say, one of the things that people do when they're anxious is they check. Okay. So you can think about if you think about in a relationship, right, where you don't have trust, you might have the tendency to check things. You might check, I don't know, like their social media, or you might check, if they're where they're supposed to be or where they said they were going to be, right? That these are strong indicators that there is not a trust there, right? And so I want you to think about that trust that you have with God, and think about all the ways that maybe you're checking that you're not choosing to have trust in God. How many, I encourage you guys to watch my videos, don't get me wrong, right? But how many readings are you watching right now? How many readings are you giving to yourself? I do think that there is such thing as too many readings. And when do you have to take a step back and really limit that? I'm not saying don't watch readings, don't give yourself readings, don't get readings, but I'll find that'll happen sometimes for me where people are like, can I get another reading? Can I get another reading? And sometimes I say no, because sometimes we get to a place where it's very clearly become a checking behavior rather, and really that energy needs to shift into trust. Okay. So where are you having control issues with the universe, and where are you trying to control it, and where are you trying to tell God what to do? And can you instead just set your intentions and trust that is going to manifest in the divine way and divine timing? I get it. That's way easier said than done, right? But the more that we can take a step back and just flow with this energy and notice what's showing up for us, and not be so blinded by the vision that we have for ourselves that we are missing opportunities that are literally landing in our lap. You've got to let yourself be open. You've got to let yourself flow. That is how you're going to successfully navigate this energy. So just being really mindful of this. And I also think really importantly that just connecting is so important right now. And, just connecting with each other, supporting each other. How can I be of service? How can I be of help? How can I, what makes me feel good? How can I help in a way that makes me feel good? And focusing on that, because that's going to put you into a really beautiful energy as well, where you're less focused on trying to control things, and you're more focused on living in your purpose and just living your day to day, doing things from a purposeful place is really important. Because again, we're being guided, we're being shown, how can I live my most purposeful life? How can I connect with my divine life purpose? That's the important stuff here, right? I want you to think about how much stuff you're focusing on right now that really doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things, right? And shift it, refocus it on the stuff that really is in alignment with your priorities. And again, this is a perfect time to be taking a look at your priorities and what you really want and what's really important to you. There is a need to clear out, to release, to relinquish control, and to let go of whatever isn't serving you anymore, whatever isn't alignment for you. Because again, like, creating this space is so important. I described it last week like we are closing lots of doors, but we're kind of waiting in this hallway, waiting for some new doors to open. And I do feel like if we can let ourselves flow, these doors are going to open sooner. And they might not be the doors that you expect, but they are the doors that are opening, and they're better doors than you could have ever expected. So let's take a look at the cards that I have for the week. I pulled quite a few cards. So we have this Two of Air. And so Two of Air, we have, this is all about like a challenge that you're having. Like, maybe you're trying to make a decision with yourself. You're battling with yourself over something, you know, so this is kind of that retrograde energy where you're trying to make a decision, you're trying to make a choice, but you're not quite sure what to do. And so again, take your time, take space, allow yourself to really reflect on this. I think that you'll know what to do. I think if you can make this decision from a soul-based place, you will know exactly what to do. But I want you to notice, rather than push away, rather than ignore those indicators that are showing you like, this situation doesn't serve me, I am no longer happy with this, this is no longer in alignment for me, rather than ignoring that and pushing that away and dealing with that next retrograde or a year from now when you could have been dealing with it now, take care of it now, explore it now. I see that Meg wrote me a message. Let's see. The alert popped up on Erin's phone that I was live, and she said, I feel like you need to go listen to this. Yeah, thanks, Erin, and thanks, Meg, guys, for being here. So then we have the Moon card. Okay, so there's still some things that we don't know about. There's still some things happening behind the scenes that we are not aware of. And I feel like these are magical things. I feel like this is like your guides and your angels saying, listen, we're taking care of things for you, but you've got to get out of the way so that we can do it, right? The more that you try to control it, like I've been talking about, you cannot manifest from thirsty energy, right? And so if we are trying to manifest from that energy, we're just going to keep ourselves stuck. So the more that we just let go and trust that things are always working out for us and that things are happening, maybe you can like feel the energy of that. Try to feel the energy of that, of knowing that you're being helped behind the scenes, knowing that you're always being supported, and understand that like there's so much happening. And I always think of the Moon card like there's so much happening, and then all of a sudden when the sun comes out, it's like, whoa, I can't believe how much has been already done for me. I can't believe how quickly this is moving forward. I can't believe how magical this is right now. Because look at so much magical energy, right? We have the Ace of Fire coming in. We have the Ace of Pentacles. These are new opportunities. This is money, abundance coming in, opportunities coming in. This is new opportunities with career or the work that we're doing, or this is like these two cards together for those of you who have your own business or starting a business is a really beautiful, amazing energy here for that, right? Because this is really saying so many good things are coming with these things that you're focusing on. So this is very much a message of don't give up because things are coming in, right? Then we have this Nine of Cups. Nine of Cups is about wish fulfillment. Like, are you kidding me? This is such a magical energy. So can we just trust that all of this is happening behind the scenes and that things are being aligned for us? This is a beautiful energy, right? We also have, with this Page of Wands, offers coming in. So some of this stuff, some of these doors are going to be open for you. You don't even have to turn the knob, right? Somebody just kind of opens it and says, hey, come on over here. I've got a great opportunity for you. So when we're in this flow, sometimes even just taking that step back and letting that come to you sometimes is really great. That's a really great way to release control issues with the universe. And that's not to say that we don't do the work or that we don't take inspired action, because, if you don't do shit, you're not going to get shit, right? It's just like we have to do the things. But at the same time, sometimes that more receptive energy, and I think I talked about this actually last week too, that more receptive energy of also allowing some things to come to us and taking that step back and again, releasing that thirsty manifestation energy and letting that come to you a little bit, that can be really, really powerful. And I see that coming in once we allow that with this Page of Wands. We've got, I pulled from my deck, right? So we have the Hell Yes card reverse. What in your life is not a hell yes, right? We're moving into an age, into a time where we want to have a hell yes kind of a life. We want to have the job we want, the relationship we want, creating a beautiful life that you can just say hell yes about. So what do you need to change that is going to take you in that direction? Change, not control. There's a distinction there, okay? We're moving in the direction of our life purpose, like I've been talking about, right? And trust that everything that's happening now is happening for a reason and is happening for us. We also have the Release card reversed, okay? So what are you not letting go of? What are you not releasing? What do you know you need to do, but you've been maybe having a hard time with that? And I get it. Sometimes this takes time and it's a process and it's a journey, but the things that you can let go of, the attachments that you can let go of, the need for a specific outcome is really going to be helpful here for us this week. I also got the Progress, Not Perfection card. Okay, so recognizing that it may not be happening exactly the way you want or exactly as quickly as you want it to, but it's going to happen. And we have to just allow ourselves to progress, and we have to also understand that it might not be perfect in the way that we perceive it. It's always perfect in the way that God perceives it for us, right? And in the way that it's being outlined for us and being created for us. But you have to have that patience as well and recognize where you're progressing, where things are moving, where you are improving yourself and taking steps. I want you to compare yourself to where you were at, just 5 years ago, and how much you're grateful for, how much has already manifested, how much has happened for you. My business, if I look at it where it's at now, like I have everything that I manifested 5 years ago, everything. And now that's different, right? Because we're always raising the bar, we're always shifting, but it's just such a beautiful thing. And if I don't take that pause and I don't have that gratitude and recognize the progress, I'm not going to carry that energy of gratitude. And the energy of gratitude is really going to help me as I want to manifest other things and just as I want to live a happy life and be happy in my own life. And then we have the Clearing Negativity card. Okay, so paying attention to what needs to be cleared, what feels like negative energy in your life, and what is pulling you down, what is dragging you down, what is making it difficult. This is also a card where you want to make sure that you're cleansing your space, that you're cleansing your energy field. This is a good time to do like just saging your house or getting some kind of an energy healing or something like that, or just working on your own energy through meditations or visualization or however you like to do that. But definitely doing some things to just rebalance and clear as we are wrapping up this Mercury retrograde. So those are your messages for this week. Thank you guys so much for watching. And if this video connects for you, please make sure that you like it, that you comment, that you share it. I appreciate all of that. It helps to support my videos. That helps to support my YouTube channel. And if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, make sure that you do that as well. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see you soon with another video. Take care, guys.